I'm gonna do a theory video. Wow, I'm not gonna skip the cutscene because I need to do an intro. Alright, so is this man here, Dodecahedron Dave, actually dead? After you beat him, you get this cutscene where Mortis shows up after you beat him and turns him, supposedly, he either kills him or seals him inside of the dice that he used to spawn him in. And I'm gonna start at the beginning. So the trailer is the first thing we get related to this guy. So in the trailer, Mortis, okay, I'm skipping it. Mortis is clearly bored and definitely not the most active person, remember that. And he's just messing around, throwing around the dodecahedron, which is a 12-sided dice, that's why his name is Dodecahedron Dave. And just casually chilling, I guess, before throwing the dice at a spawn point. And okay, that was. And Dave is spawned in. I'm being targeted. And the rest of the trailer, you see that Mortis forces Dave to build all of Barzil, everything. And Dave, I can't tell if this is actually what it is, but he seems to be trying to get other jobs, but Mortis isn't letting him do that because he wants him to build. Dave is walking over to Mortis and probably trying to ask him to let him do his own thing. But Mortis tells him to build a tower, a tall, big tower. I'm selling. And that's what Dave does. And at the end of the trailer, he's in Evil Barzil, walking to where he's going to build this tower. So that's what we get from the trailer. I would also like to point out that the dice that Mortis used to spawn in Dave with the spawn point and was messing around with does not have numbers on it. It was blank, a blank dice. And after that we get the okay, I'm trying this again. After that we get the boss fight. So, in the boss, also on Dave's head, he does not have numbers on his head. That's an important part of my theory. And so, in the end cutscene, after you beat Dave, supposedly Mortis Mortis either killed or sealed Dave back in the dice. A lot of people seem to think he's dead or sealed. I do not. And I'm going to explain why. So remember how I said that the dice that spawned in Dave and had no numbers on it, and he doesn't have numbers on his head? Well, if you go back here, in this hidden location that most people probably wouldn't know, what do you see on this dice? Numbers. And this cannot be the dice that Dave came from. One, it has numbers, but it also can't be the one at the end because these numbers are black, but in the cutscene they're white. So what is this here for? I have no idea. But at the end of the fight, after you beat Dave, it's the same on normal and hard mode. Mortis shows up and either seals or kills Dave, according to most people. But one thing I need to call out is that the dice that he is sealed into doesn't have numbers. So I think that Dave is not sealed or dead. I think Mortis teleported him away somewhere. I'm selling. Where? I have no idea. Because after you beat him, you kind of become his friend, but Mortis stops that. I think that in the flash that is off screen, and your character didn't know anything about Dave besides the fight and the NPC that used to be in normal Barzil, So I think this flash was not Dave being killed or sealed. I think it was Dave teleporting away somewhere completely random. I have no idea where. And being swapped out with this like imposter dice with with numbers on it. I think this because Mortis doesn't say he's done with building. And he's kind of too lazy to really build himself. So he doesn't kill Dave because he knows that way he won't be able to build anymore because he probably doesn't know how to build himself. So he needs Dave to build for him. He also doesn't say he's done with building. He also says he was hoping somebody would have died by now after he supposedly kills or seals Dave. Dave definitely isn't dead because of this line, because if he was dead, Mortis wouldn't have said this. And then and so I think the reason he didn't just kill it, I think the reason he faked killing / sealing Dave is so you wouldn't come back to try and look for him. And that is what I think had happened to Dave. My main piece of evidence being the fact that there's no numbers on him or the dice he was spawned in with originally. The only time you ever see numbers on that dice is the end cutscene. And I doubt this is a mistake by the developers. So I think that there will be a Mortis boss fight, and you're gonna fight him with Dave. So, yes. Comment down below if you think this is true. I'm not the most confident in it, but I do think I don't think it's untrue. I think it's very possible. So, if you can subscribe, please do that. It's free. It takes like 2 seconds, and you can unsubscribe if you want to. And I'm trying to hit 50 subscribers. So I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe. I'm totally not just trying to stall because I don't want to stop for a second to end the recording because I want to beat this guy again, even though I